Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Glagway. Makes the catch. It's ball. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Gets the back moving. They'll try to get it through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. Lots of running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Moore to the air. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He's looking to throw on third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Stewart. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, they're after him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
The Ducks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wilson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Snagged out of the air. the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gators will put total leather and will will get started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man. It's Hughes. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Florida! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the left side. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Moore will throw. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Hughes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there to force the TFL.
And the Ducks will line up to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Motion from the back. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match. And those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Making side adjustments here. To the air. It's Lagway. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. To throw, it's Lagway. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
They want to run this quarterback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
A lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside, get their speed to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Gator!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Moore to the air. Got a man. It's Hughes. Turning on the Jets. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type player. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Back to pass on second down. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. This time he's got his man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
It's caught. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Moore will throw. Catch in the middle. It's Benson. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC is currently working from behind, but in front of a packed Coliseum, anything is possible. That fight song, those uniforms, momentum can change quickly. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Texas A&M. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Sturdivant. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They'll open the second half on the ground. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Back to pass, it's Lagway. Snagged in the middle, it's Livingston. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He wants to change this route. Back to pass. This one's complete.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A field goal attempt from here would just be 48 yards, but they'll try to move the chains on 4th down and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on 4th down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
Rush is on him. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to get outside. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Lagway. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
There's so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast.
Spreads it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. On the ground, it's Ball. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Lagway. It's caught. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. And the Gators in the hurry-up.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
He's got it. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type.
There he goes! The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Caught behind the line. It's Sturdivant. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. And his throw is incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sturdivant. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Trying to find the end zone.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver. And you saw it right there. Down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it. He'll get a foot down and help out his offense.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Going up top again. Big guy smells it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gators headed quickly to the line. going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up by 32 over the Rebels. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Trying to beat the D deep. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
They'll go to the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking, understanding right away. Dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Trying to barge in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown Ducks! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Flagway. It's complete on the right side. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Gators want to move quickly. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Not really a huge decision there. You don't want to give up the football at this juncture of the game, and they're able to keep the drive going.
You know, the head coach here obviously feels like punts and field goals are not going to get him back in it, so put this one on your quarterback. Trust in him to go out and execute and give your team a chance to win.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You can tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And that extra point carries some significance. Now a field goal just ties the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's taking the deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Gets the back moving. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's flagged away. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man downfield. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Trying to pull his way in. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Moore will throw. Quick strike complete. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Motion from the back. Try to get it to the edge. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good. And